The Breakfast Club.
This club. Let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Steve Harvey.
Listen up.
It's just in. All the gossip. The Rumor Report. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
Well, we told you about Steve Harvey going to sit down with Donald Trump. Some people were upset about it. And here is what Steve Harvey said after that meeting.
He's introduced me to Ben Carson, who's now the new head of housing for urban development. And we're going to team up and see if we can bring about some positive change in the inner cities, which I felt was my only agenda. And he agreed, and he wants to do something. And he realizes that he needs some allies in that department, and he seemed really sincere about it.
I have no idea to doubt that was Steve Harvey's intention, especially when Steve Harvey has done that historically through our time. Steve Harvey constantly is giving back to the community.
Well, here's what D.L. Hughley had to say about his about Steve Harvey in response to all of this.
It amazes me that to convince black people that Donald Trump cares about them, he takes pictures with celebrities. It's amazing to me. You know why you have a comedian, a rapper, and a football player out to talk about the concerns of the community? Because that's the positions you're used to seeing us in. You'd rather see us run the ball than run the country. I ain't gonna never forget what you said about this man and how you got where you are. Some people might, but I never will. I'll never forget how you denigrated his family. I'll never forget how you stoked fears. F you now and F you forever.
He was talking about President Obama and him saying that President Obama didn't have a birth certificate and wasn't born here.
Yeah, I agree with a lot of what D.L. Hughley said, but once again, you need engagers and resistors. Nobody is wrong in how they choose to bring about change. As long as the end result is the betterment of black people, let people do what they do. Engagers and resistors need to just stop the infighting and get on the same page. Because guess what? If the engagers go talk to Trump and Trump doesn't do what he's supposed to do or do what he says he's going to do, that's when you send the resistors in.
Which happens all the time.
That's when you send the resistors in to tear things up.
All right, now Selena Gomez, she's, as we told you before, now dating The Weeknd. There's pictures of them out and about together. The only problem is that she was friends with Bella Hadid, who is The Weeknd's ex-girlfriend. Now they're saying that Bella Hadid is heartbroken after the whole situation, and she believes that Selena did her dirty because she was dating The Weeknd behind her back. She feels betrayed because they were actually friends. Now they're saying Bella Hadid is the one who actually broke up with The Weeknd 2 months ago because it was just too difficult, them being bi-coastal, not seeing each other all the time. But here's the other thing. She feels like behind her back, that's when Selena Gomez was dating her, and she would have loved to have dating him, and she would have loved to have gotten a heads up. So I agree. Selena should have given her a heads up, like, you know, your ex-boyfriend and I kind of started seeing each other. I don't think she should have done it at all if they were really friends. Now, on Selena Gomez's behalf, she's saying they weren't even that close. She's saying the real reason is that they're friends with Taylor Swift, but they're just distant acquaintances. And she felt like she's just not that close of a friend of hers, so it doesn't matter. Now, Justin Bieber, according to sources, is saying that Selena Gomez is just an opportunist. And he believes that Selena is using The Weeknd for promotion, similar to things that she's done with Nick Jonas, with Zedd, and now with The Weeknd and with him as well. So he's not taking it that seriously.
And the winner is The Weeknd. Because he's clearly smashed both of them. Drop one of Clues bomb for The Weeknd.
All right, Justin Bieber. This guy is in custody. He was on the internet targeting young girls and getting them to send nude photos.
Justin Bieber?
No, a man is in custody for targeting Justin Bieber's fans.
Oh, you said Justin Bieber first. Now you definitely said Justin Bieber first.
No, I said Justin Bieber. A man is in custody.
Oh yeah, you made it seem like it was
It's a
Justin.
headline. It has to do with Justin Bieber.
Wow.
Now the guy's name is
That was
Brian.
breaking news.
The guy's name is Brian Azrari, and he actually got a 9-year-old girl to send some nude pictures. She was viewing Justin Bieber's Instagram page. He DM'd her and said he knew Justin Bieber. He said he could arrange a meeting for them through text messages. Then he pretended to be Justin Bieber and told the girl that she had to send nude photos of herself and said that he would hurt her if she didn't. The girl then sent some nude selfies and video. Then he contacted the girl again and threatened to publish these photos and broadcast them unless she sent some more. That's when the young girl told her mom and the cops got involved. They did confront him. He confessed, and he had other victims across the country that he was having them send him nude photos. So now he's facing extortion, child porn, and other charges.
As the daughter of an 8-year-old, it is terrifying to think
You're the
that...
daughter of an 8-year-old?
Yes. What do you mean?
You have an 8-year-old daughter.
Oh.
As a daughter of an
As the daughter of an 8-year-old. Let me continue. Let me
just got
continue.
crazy.
Let me continue. As the daughter of an 8-year-old, okay? All right? All right? As the daughter of an 8-year-old.
As a father of an
People
8-year-old.
know what I mean, all right?
No, they don't.
Said that you are an 8-year-old's daughter.
It's terrifying to me. It's terrifying to me that at 9 years old, you're thinking about sending nudes? At 9?
She probably wasn't thinking about it. She probably wanted to see Justin Bieber. And
She
he
thought
said,
it was Justin
"Send it."
Bieber texting her.
So
Well,
he
why
was
does she
DMing
think
her.
that's an okay bargaining tool at 9? Like, that should be a run to daddy mommy moment immediately. Hey, mommy, daddy, is this guy online? He said if I send nudes to
Not
Justin
this guy,
Bieber.
Justin Bieber.
Oh, Justin
She
Bieber.
thought she was
whatever.
talking to Justin Bieber.
Wow.
I don't know how this happened. All right, now here's something I never knew. That the stereotype is that white people love mayonnaise. Now,
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that. I just thought mayonnaise was disgusting. I thought a lot of people thought that. I didn't
No,
know.
that's been a super
I
stereotype
have
of white people.
a Latino nanny, and she puts mayonnaise on everything.
What that got to do with white people?
Nothing, but I didn't know people like mayonnaise like that. I mean, mayonnaise on French fries, mayonnaise on chicken
They
nuggets.
do put mayonnaise in,
on
in
burgers.
Europe. They do put mayonnaise
Ugh.
on French fries.
On
All right. Well, Tamara
everything.
Mowry said that she got a lot of flack from her husband because he got offended. She offered to make him a sandwich. Here's what she said.
I was checked by my white husband, to be honest with you guys. I made a sandwich, and I said, Adam, do you want a lot of mayo on your sandwich? Because it's kind of like a racial thing that white people love mayonnaise.
They do.
And black people love, fried chicken.
You like
but I
hot
didn't
sauce.
mean it. I didn't mean it in a derogative way.
idea.
He said, Tamara, I don't like mayo just because I'm white. I actually hate mayo.
Now, I didn't know that was a thing. So that
There was
you
a
could
whole movie about it. What was that movie with
What
Eddie
movie?
Griffin? Soul Brother? What was that movie where Eddie Griffin was like a detective or something? Whatever it was. Undercover Brother. That was the white people's kryptonite. Mayonnaise. I think. It was something to do with white people.
Kryptonite
and
would mean you
mayonnaise.
don't like it. I thought.
It was something. It was something to do with white people and mayonnaise. I don't remember.
right, well,
Black
that was
people's
something-
kryptonite? I don't remember.
It's all these stereotypes. It's something I never knew about before. I don't want to get into stereotypes. Never mind.
I love them. I love a good stereotype.
No, they say that white people don't use washcloths either.
That's a fact.
How you know that's a fact? You're not white.
Listen, I think that's a fact.
Don't
Steve,
get yourself in
is that
trouble. Leave it alone.
Steve,
don't
do you
use
use
a
a washcloth?
He uses a loofah.
Look, he looked at us like
No,
a
they said they use
washcloth.
their
What the
hand.
hell is that?
Do you use your hand or a loofah?
Or the soap directly on your body.
Which one do you use? You use a washcloth. He said yes, he uses a washcloth. He's not your typical white person. He works at a black station, so he uses
What the
hella
hell are you
hot
screaming
sauce.
about hot sauce for?
He uses hella hot sauce, more hot sauce than us. So he's typically black.
Okay.
All right. Well, anyway, I'm Angela
I'm tired
Yee.
of everything right now. I'm tired
And
of
that's
black and
your
white
rumor report.
stereotypes, whatever.
But what about this donkey? Who you giving this donkey to?
A white person, okay?
That likes mayonnaise.
He probably does. He looked like a mayonnaise in the face ass white man. Rob Snyder, please come to the front of the congregation. We'd like to have a word with you, okay?
All right, we'll get into that when
By
we
the
come
way,
back.
white people don't like Rob Schneider, okay?
We'll get to it when we come back. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
You are a donkey.
It's time for Donkey of the Day.
Donkey of the Day does not discriminate.
I might not have the song of the day, but I got the donkey of the day.
So if you ever feel I need to be a donkey, man, hit me with the heat.
Yeah, it's the Breakfast Club, bitches.
Who's Donkey of the Day today?
Well, Mr. Ed Sheeran, Donkey of the Day for Tuesday, January 17th, goes to comedian, actor, screenwriter, and director Rob Schneider. You ever heard of him? He's been in such critically acclaimed films as Deuce Bigalow, Mel Gigolo, The Hot Chick, Benchwarmers, and Grown Ups.
I have a funny story about him from when I interviewed him once, but go ahead.
Really?
Yeah.
Rob Schneider, ladies and gentlemen. Don't you got some little clips of Rob Schneider? Little something? What you got?
Oh, no! We suck again!
That's it? That's it? Oh, okay. Him. Yeah. Well, Rob Schneider decided to explain the historical significance of Martin Luther King Jr. to civil rights icon John Lewis. Now, when you hear me say that, it may mean nothing to you, but let me repeat it again. Rob Schneider decided to explain the historical significance of Martin Luther King Jr. to civil rights icon John Lewis. Let me tell you, that's like Soulja Boy trying to explain to Scottie Pippen the historical significance of Michael Jordan to basketball. Okay? You can't tell Scottie a damn thing about MJ because Scottie was there. Well, Rob Schneider tweeted, Representative Lewis, you are a great person, but Dr. King didn't give in to his anger or his hurt. That is how he accomplished and won civil rights. Oh, he thought that tweet was fire when he formed it in his mind. Okay, he thought he was going to get a bunch of retweets when he posted that one. Well, let me translate that tweet for the Negroes, all right? Imagine Soulja Boy tweeting to Scottie Pippen. Scottie, you are a great player, but Michael Jordan didn't give in to his anger or his hurt. That is how he accomplished and won 6 championships. Now, I wouldn't tell a surgeon how to get a surgery done. I wouldn't tell a car mechanic how to fix an engine. I wouldn't tell Tony Stark how to create one of his Iron Man suits. Rob Snyder, how do you tell a civil rights icon how to try to fight for civil rights? Okay, Representative John Lewis was there. He was standing next to Martin Luther King Jr. on the day of the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom in 1963. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, John Lewis is the only surviving speaker from that day. John Lewis was marching on the front lines with Dr. King during the 1965 march from Selma to Montgomery, okay? The moral of the story is, Rob Snyder, shut the F up forever. I don't even know why anything that Rob Snyder says is news in 2017, especially when it comes to an issue about civil rights. What history does Rob Snyder have in civil rights, or politics for that matter, for us to care? Why do we give energy to certain people when they say certain things? I mean, it makes for great tweets and memes, and I love having content for Donkey of the Day. But I am reminded of the wise words of the great philosopher Dave Chappelle when he said this.
I remember right around September 11th, Ja Rule was on MTV. That's what they said. We got Ja Rule on the phone. Let's see what Ja's thoughts are. Who gives a what Ja Rule thinks at a time like this? This is ridiculous. I want some answers that Ja Rule might not have right now. I think when bad happens to me, I'll be in the crib like, oh my God, this is terrible. Could somebody please find Ja Rule, get hold of this mother so I can make sense of all this.
Rob Snyder is the Ja Rule in this situation, ladies and gentlemen. I don't give a damn what Rob Snyder thinks about civil rights. Hell, I don't give a damn what Rob Snyder thinks about the deodorant right guard. I don't care what Rob Snyder thinks about the alt-right, the right stuff, right wings, the right moves, people's right to work. All I care about is giving Rob Snyder the biggest hee-haw right now. So please.
Well, my quick Rob Schneider story is when I worked at Sirius, we interviewed Rob Schneider. Mm-hmm. Didn't go so well. He came in and sat down in a chair, looked around the room. This is when I was working with Cypher Sounds. He asked one question, and then Rob Schneider just got up and ran out of the room.
What was the question?
I don't even remember what he asked. It was like an introductory type of question. So later on, his manager called and told us that he was actually on shrooms at the time, and therefore it was acting erratic. So that's my whole story.
Just another layer of the Donkey of the Day. Why are we listening to a drug addict who's sitting around at home, high on shrooms, tweeting about things that he has no knowledge of?
We were like, what just happened?
Damn it, man. Okay. All right, well, thank you for that Donkey of the Day.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?